New tonight, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is warning everyone not to fall for fake food deliveries.
A woman pretending to be a DoorDash driver.
Traps you should never fall for in the hood. If you ever see a delivery driver knocking on your door in the middle of the night and you are not expecting them, you are in serious danger. Fake delivery drivers have been reported all over the country. These criminals will use this tactic as a decoy to invade your property.
A woman pretending to be a DoorDash driver delivering a meal, all as police say 4 people tried to break in the backyard.
Boom. All right, guys, so let's talk about hardening your house and your castle really quickly. I'm going to run through this real quick because it's social media known as, the attention spans of, all the things. So, and if you want a consultation on this, you can reach out to me via bravoresearchgroup.com and I can help you personally get all set up. So the first thing is when somebody looks at your house, you want to think about concentric rings of security. The game when it comes to home protection is making sure that your home is a harder target than the other homes next to it. You want these guys when they're in their hostile planning cycle, doing their target selection, you want them to look at your house and be like, nah, bro. And you'll avoid 90% of any of these things, right? So the first thing is lighting. You want to make sure that your whole entire perimeter is well lit. There are plenty of cameras like this online. You can get these off of Amazon. They're solar driven. You never ever have to do anything. You just put them there. They're motion sensing. They light everything up. You want your perimeter to be lit. Like you want your perimeter to be so lit that somebody even looks at your property. It's like lights, what are you doing? Lights. So the whole entire game is to get in the enemy's OODA loop. That's their decision-making process. You want to impact that decision-making process again and again and again so that they're like, golly, because they're also dealing with emotions and stress while they try to pull off what they're trying to do, right? So the perimeter's got to be lit. So those guys hit you from the front. The decoy goes to the front. She's like, hey, I'm the pizza delivery chick. 3 guys are jumping in your backyard. As they approach your fence line, boom, they're getting hit with lights. On the inside of your perimeter, like above your sliding glass, your back door, lights. So now you're in your house, she's at the front. All of a sudden your whole backyard gets lit up and something is probably going on. The second layer is inside the perimeter. Dogs are still one of, if not the best, one massive deterrent. If you look statistically, houses with dogs don't generally get hit. And then also they are the best alarm system that I know of, that I've ever seen. So those guys jump into your fence, your dog's now triggered, right? Barking, going crazy, screaming, freaking out. Or even if you have a Chihuahua, your little dog is inside. You can't sneak up on houses that have little dogs. You just can't. You look at the house, the dog starts barking. So they're in there barking, triggering. So now another target indicator. Something's going on, someone's in the backyard, Fifi's freaking out. If you come to my house, I have 2 Connie Corsos outside in the yard. So if you jump my fence, you have 300 pounds of dog to deal with. And Connie Corsos are one of the oldest working breeds. They were used by the Romans to fight cavalry and stuff. They have amazing protection instincts, right? So they're nice and sweet with you if you meet them with me, but if you do something weird, like break a window or jump a fence, they're gonna eat you. So, first layer, Connie Corsos, first layer, if you have a dog, get a dog. They're the best alarm system in the world, right? Second layer, a lot of you guys have cameras and you think you're safe. Your cameras are for forensics. Your cameras are so that when law enforcement shows up, they can see how it happened, but usually they can't even identify anybody, right? So the next major point is Deep Sentinel. They're a strategic partner of mine that I've joined forces with. They have an affordable camera system that's monitored by humans. So this is what happens if someone jumps in your yard.
Hey, this is Deep Sentinel Security for private property.
Hey, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Stop what you're doing.
Deep Sentinel Security, can I assist you with something?
Boom. Deep Sentinel will recognize the anomaly in your backyard. That image and that video will go live to a command center where humans are watching it, and they will yell at those criminals, let them know they're being surveilled, and call the cops actively. So now you're getting an alert on your phone. The chick's still at your front door trying to pretend like you need to open up because she wants to give you a pizza. Deep Sentinel is calling the cops and yelling through your cameras at people who were trying to break into your house. By this time, most criminals, unless they stand to gain a few mil by kidnapping you or your stuff, they are gonna just leave and pick another house, as you can see by all the Deep Sentinel videos that we send you.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there something I can assist you with?
Sorry.
Okay, so now let's say that they continue going in. When you look at your house and setting up your castle, it's extremely important that you think about the common areas that exist inside your castle, where you or your wife are gonna be, and arm those areas with force multipliers. So if you're sitting on the couch and someone hits your back window, how are you going to arm yourself quickly? If you're a CCW guy like me, you're just armed anyways, and you're like, you should have knocked, you know. So but you know, for those of us who have family and wives that are home that aren't carrying guns, put your force multipliers in places that are securely and legally stowed where they can get to them quickly, and or think through other force multipliers in the area. If your wife's generally in the kitchen, you know, you don't want her to get into a knife fight, but where are the knives, right? Different things like that. If you live in an area that's just dangerous, maybe you guys do carry when you're inside your house, right? So these are the considerations. Do you have medical equipment downstairs as well? Because if there's a probability that you might get into a violent encounter, you also want to have medical equipment close by, tourniquets, stop the bleed, all that stuff. And then the third piece, and there's much more to this, but this is just down and dirty. The third piece is have a plan. Think through what you would do if someone busted your back window while you're sitting on the couch with your kids, right? Well, if you have the right lighting, and if you have deep sentinel, and if you have dogs, they're not gonna sneak up on your back window without you knowing it. But let's just say that they do. And what is your next move? Is it confront them at the back, or is it turn around, get your kids, and go to your hard room? The kids' room is probably a hard room if that's where they're gonna be. Go to the area where they're gonna be, secure them, and think about what could be a hard room, how you could harden that room. Maybe you put 2x4 that you can drop behind the door to buy you some time to get to your weapons cache that is in that room, where you can make your final stand with law enforcement on the phone, on speaker, and you can say the words, hey, I'm in fear for my life. I will defend myself with lethal force if you come in this last room. You can have everything in the house, but if you come in this last room, I'm here with my family. I will defend myself with lethal force, and you make your last stand. There's a million more things I could say, but I want to keep this video brief. And so concentric rings of security to secure your house. If you want a one-on-one consultation, reach out to me through my website, bravoresearchgroup.com. Fill out the contact us form, and I'll sit down and talk with you over Zoom. But lighting around your perimeter, dogs to let you know that people are coming into your property. If you're like me, you've got 2 Cane Corsos outside, and you've got 1 protection dog inside named Kono, who has titanium teeth, who is a Malinois, who will attack somebody. He is trained to attack somebody. More than likely, if your dog does not have training, it will not attack a human. It's been listening to humans tell it what to do its whole entire life, unless it's got really sharp protection instincts, right? Like maybe the Cane Corsos and different other breeds. So you want to have a dog that has protection training. If you're interested in having a protection trained dog like mine, like Kono, with titanium teeth that will eat a human if I tell him to, reach out to BTS K9. Links are also going to be below. So lighting, right? Lighting, deep sentinel cameras on the perimeter that are affordable, dogs for alerts and also for defense and protection, weapons caches in the right places inside your home. You can do all this by the end of the day, and then walk through your home and come up with a plan. Hey, reach out to us through bravoresearchgroup.com for a consultation. Take notes on this stuff. Hit the links below to join forces with my partners, and let's make you and your family safe as we head into this season where there are a lot of unknowns and an elevated, not just risk, but reality of sophisticated break-ins with multiple attackers involved in America, unfortunately. Protector by nature and by trade, reminding you to be peaceful but not harmless.
Boom! It's finally here. Go to protectornation.com to join the Protector Nation community. Learn online and become part of our Protector Nation family. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and for us all to join forces to make the world a safer place by helping good people to become more dangerous. I'll see you there, and until then, be peaceful but not harmless.